Caught red-handed, CSIS bombshell reveals Liberals knew and enabled Chinese election interference. In a shocking revelation, it has come to light that Justin Trudeau and his Liberal government were fully aware of Chinese interference in Canadian elections. The current cabinet, largely unchanged, was privy to critical intelligence that indicated Beijing's plans to manipulate the electoral process. With Carney now at the helm of the Liberal Party, it raises serious questions about the extent of knowledge and complicity within the party regarding these foreign influence operations. Recent classified intelligence from the Canadian Security Intelligence Service, CSIS, disclosed by veteran journalist Sam Cooper, reveals that Canadian officials were explicitly warned in December 2021 about Beijing's intentions to target the upcoming federal election. The intelligence indicated that China would deploy disinformation campaigns aimed at portraying the Conservative Party as extreme and Trump-like. This prediction has not only materialized, but has also been echoed in the tactics employed by Carney's campaign. The confidential CSIS bulletin, shared with senior government departments and allies within the Five Eyes intelligence community, detailed the strategies that China would employ. Alarmingly, the Liberal government did not act on this information. They failed to inform the public or take preventive measures against the anticipated disinformation campaign. Instead, they seemingly embraced the narrative that was being crafted by Beijing. The Liberal Party, which previously dismissed concerns about Chinese influence as unfounded, now faces serious allegations of witting collaboration with foreign interests. Not only did they have advanced knowledge of Beijing's disinformation tactics, but they also appear to have mirrored these strategies in their own political maneuvers. This raises significant ethical questions about the integrity of the Liberal Party's actions, as they may have knowingly benefited from a foreign disinformation campaign to undermine their political opponents. One notable incident that exemplifies this troubling alignment is Buttongate, where Liberal operatives infiltrated a Conservative conference, distributing fake "Stop the Steal" buttons. This tactic aimed to smear Conservatives by associating them with extremist ideologies, aligning perfectly with the disinformation strategy outlined by Chinese officials. Such actions not only reflect a willingness to engage in unethical political practices, but also demonstrate a disturbing alignment with foreign influence. The implications are far-reaching, as they suggest that the Liberal Party is willing to compromise Canadian democratic values for political gain. Carney, the new leader of the Liberal Party and Prime Minister, is also under scrutiny for his connections to Chinese-linked groups. Reports suggest that Carney engaged in discussions with these entities, allegedly seeking loans while hinting at potential political favors should he ascend to power. This raises critical questions about who truly holds influence over Carney, himself or Beijing. The prospect of a leader who may have been compromised by foreign interests is deeply unsettling for Canadians who value their sovereignty and democratic processes. Moreover, Chinese propaganda on platforms like WeChat has been promoting Carney in a favorable light, further complicating the narrative. This kind of foreign endorsement raises serious concerns about the authenticity of Carney's political platform and whether it aligns with the interests of Canadians or those of foreign powers. The juxtaposition of Carney's political ambitions with foreign propaganda efforts raises significant concerns about the integrity of Canadian sovereignty and the potential for foreign interference in domestic politics. Instead of defending Canadian sovereignty, the Liberal government appears to have aligned itself with a foreign regime's disinformation agenda. This is not merely a case of negligence. It constitutes a betrayal of the trust placed in them by the Canadian electorate. The implications of such actions are profound, as they undermine the very foundations of democracy in Canada. By failing to act against known foreign interference, the Liberals not only endangered the electoral process, but also sent a message that they prioritize political expediency over the integrity of the nation. The consequences of these revelations extend beyond party politics. They pose a significant threat to the democratic fabric of Canada. When a governing party knowingly engages with foreign entities that seek to undermine electoral integrity, it sets a dangerous precedent. Such actions could pave the way for more extensive foreign influence in future elections, eroding public trust in democratic institutions and processes. Canadians must grapple with the reality that their democratic rights could be compromised by those they elect to protect them. As the political landscape in Canada continues to evolve, The revelations surrounding Chinese election interference and the Liberal government's complicity present a critical moment for voters. The actions of the Liberal Party, particularly under the leadership of Mark Carney, raise urgent questions about accountability, transparency, and the safeguarding of Canadian democracy. Citizens are increasingly aware of the stakes involved, and many are calling for a thorough investigation into these allegations to ensure that such interference does not occur again. The upcoming elections serve as a litmus test for Canadian democracy. Voters must decide whether they can trust a party that has seemingly aligned itself with foreign interests to govern their country. The integrity of the electoral process is paramount, and Canadians deserve a government that prioritizes their interests and protects their sovereignty, not one that colludes with foreign powers to manipulate the electoral process. As Canadians prepare to head to the polls, they must consider the implications of these revelations and the potential consequences of allowing foreign influence to infiltrate their political system. The stakes are high, and the need for vigilance has never been more pressing. The time for accountability is now. The electorate must demand transparency and integrity from their leaders, ensuring that the values of democracy are upheld in every aspect of governance. In conclusion, the situation poses a critical challenge for the future of Canada's democratic institutions. As revelations continue to unfold, the importance of standing firm against foreign interference becomes increasingly clear. The electorate must hold their leaders accountable and ensure that Canadian sovereignty remains intact in the face of external pressures. As the nation moves forward, it is vital to reaffirm the principles of democracy and vigilance against any threats that may undermine them. These revelations are not merely political gossip, they have far-reaching implications that affect every Canadian. Citizens must understand the gravity of the situation. The potential for manipulation of their electoral systems is not just an abstract concern, but a tangible threat that could alter the course of Canadian governance. It is imperative that voters remain informed and engaged, advocating for a political landscape that prioritizes the interests of Canadians over foreign agendas. The role of media and civil society also cannot be understated in this context. Independent journalism and active civic engagement are crucial in holding power to account and ensuring that the electorate is well informed. As Canadians navigate this complex political terrain, the responsibility lies not only with elected officials, but also with citizens to remain vigilant and proactive in defending their democratic rights. As the next election approaches, the call for integrity and accountability will echo louder than ever. Canadians must not only reflect on their choices, but also insist on a political culture that is transparent and resistant to foreign manipulation. The path forward requires a collective commitment to uphold democracy, protect national sovereignty, and ensure that the voices of Canadians are not